Nasty girl. Yeah.
Fruity Loop Mafia.
Yeah. Swah. Nasty girl. Yeah.
Fruity Loop Mafia.
Yeah. Swah. Swah. Yeah. Swah. That's the nasty girl call. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're a nasty girl. Wanna use my plastic girl, just like I like it, girl. Gon' bring another girl. Yeah. You know I'm a busted girl. Why fucking open, girl? You know I'm lusting, girl. I swear. Now give me that wop wop. Gon' let me top off. That vitamin D'll leave you lit up in your hot spot. Ass up, pussy out. Let's reroute. A little closer to my mouth. What's that be bout? Call me a magician. All shit she missing. All cause this linking. Topped off with this dickin'. Oh, she the type of girl to fuck you anywhere. Like right there, yeah. We play truth or dare. No fucks on who or where. Slide out them underwear. You love me, I don't care. You want it here, there. Two ladies in your hair. You a freak, you can't prepare. Twist up that wig, grab these nuts and then took it there. She took it there. Yeah. Damn. I wasn't ready. Oh yeah, you're a nasty girl. Wanna use my plastic girl.
When you want, they can tell. 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 They can tell. Junior high was a star. In high school in the mix. After a cap and gown, referred to y'all as the shit. Worked a gig once or twice. Got hit by that forklift. Left me crippled for life with a pill habit. Still thanking the Lord. Could have been a pot to piss. With no window. With no window. Pan rapper, trapper, cab driver committed. CS is fuck. Eons from Blake Pippin. Sean was the homie. Football WKU. Tez and Skinny heard the flow and they already knew. West Bowling Green. Let me see my hood debut. What? Nigga, if you pop one, I pop two. When you want, they can tell. Yeah, they can tell. When you want, they can tell. They can tell. When you want, they can tell. When you want, they can tell. When you everybody wanna fuck. Who you done fuck? Was the bouncer that low? Or you simply what's up? Look at it how you wanna look at it. If at all sometime. Sorry, son of a bitch just charged the mind. Scars on flesh is proof. Every day ain't sunny. Would be, could be. Never made honey. Talking shop at my shop. Burning pot at my spot. Praying for lost souls. And they shot at the top. Strong-handed bartender. Weak men under arrest. Standing there in hell. Can't live nor deal with themselves. Can't preach to a choir. Won't thief to acquire. Looking like a ball of certainty. Silhouette of fire. When you want, they can tell. When you want, they can tell. When you want, tell. When you want, they can tell. They can tell. When you want, they can tell. When your haters done hated, the suckers done suckered. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The haters done hated, the suckers done suckered. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The haters done hated, the suckers done suckered. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The haters done hated, the suckers done suckered. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. When you own, they can tell. I ain't never seen a tiger and he had to tell me. Let that sink in. Anyway, it's 20 past 4 somewhere. Vibe Vito.
Welcome. Let's get back to hustling. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. It's 2 p.m. here in the Lou. Welcome to the Philosophy Show. Hope y'all ready to open up your minds, dive into some real talk. We the council. Chilling like a villain, bro. All day, man. We up in this piece here in St. Louis, Missouri, having a good time, man. Things are going well. What's up, Cash Raw? We see you. We see you, man. Last week we discussed the spirit of togetherness within human nature, how shared experience, cultural traditions, and simple joys can unite us. If you missed it, be sure to subscribe to Soldier by Blood Television. Make sure you go on Facebook and subscribe. Like, put the thumbs up, and follow the Philosophy Show. It's called the Philosophy Podcast on Facebook, man. Just make sure y'all go do that for a brother. And if you on our Messenger, if you watching, go ahead and jump in, man. We ain't just talking about this stuff just to be talking to hear ourselves talk. We want some input. We want some we want to know what y'all think about it, man. So with that being said, make sure y'all go download the app of Village Global Network. Big shout outs to our supporters from Dubai to Australia. And don't forget to catch us on the DuPont Network every Sunday at 5 p.m. Yeah. You know how it go. Let me, how you doing, brother? How you feeling?
Man, I'm alright. I can't complain, man. It's all love, man. No regrets.
Say no regrets, man.
None.
Say no regrets.
Love you, brother.
All day, man. So was that you in the Grinch outfit, man?
Yeah, man. They just started something, Tweez. I said, man, I'm gonna work with all budgets. Let's make this happen for some people. We doing kids' birthday parties, retirement, elders' birthday parties.
Yeah.
Whatever your idea is, we can make it happen.
Cause I like the Cowardly Lion was a raw one. I
Oh
think that started
man,
something.
yeah, that started all this, man.
Cause you killed. I was like, we need to do a video.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like,
Hey.
do a straight play.
It's all on the table, brother. I'm rolling with you.
Hey, I'll be the eyes. I'll be the eyes on it. I did
Yeah,
that play
yeah.
back in the day, man. It was one of my favorite plays for real.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Theffer from Roosevelt.
Yeah, the Velda's in the building.
Yeah, that those were some of my. He brought out a lot of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Doing Broadway shows, vocal jazz, choir, all
Okay.
that. So that was like, if it wasn't for that, man, I don't think high school would have been that fun for me.
Oh wow.
And you know, I did choir probably. I started in middle school, maybe. You know, I think like 8th grade, I think. And then, but in high school, you know, you kind of, luckily, you know, the Southside brothers, we were, I can be honest, because some of this stuff gonna come into what we talking about, but gotta say this about my Southside brothers, man. They were about getting women. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Like I was getting coached to get women by my peers, not my father.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? By my peers, and they knew what they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? So when I got in the belt, you know, this wasn't told to me, but the game was already set in my brain. I'm like, you know, choir, man. Like some people like, are you going to choir? Are you singing? Man, there's a lot of females in choir, you know what I'm saying, who like talented brothers.
Talented, man.
You know, so needless to say, I joined the choir freshman year, and I stayed in it all 4 years, and was definitely was one of the top performers out of there. We did a lot of plays, man, a lot of plays, and the Wiz we did every year.
Okay.
So I played the Oz in one, and then I played the messenger who had to deliver the bad news to the wicked witch.
Yeah.
And I took it from somebody because they couldn't. However, I don't know how it is on the movie. I kind of forgot. But in our play, the wicked witch would do this and act like you do this, and you would have to act like you're getting pulled backwards.
Yeah.
And the dude, whoever it was, couldn't do it. So I went down there. I'm like, hey, you got to do it like this, and was doing it. got that part. So
that's what's up, man.
It was fun, man. So with that being said, man, you want to talk about the week a little bit before we hop into this?
Yeah, man. It was all in all still a great week. I was able to return to work, catch my assignments up, stumbled upon a new opportunity. Okay. You know, I've been trying to be a tech, and Friday it was announced that I'll be training to be the new tech. Okay. You know,
okay.
Everything, you know, lost my pops last Sunday, but you know we hanging. I have no regrets. I did everything I was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. It's still been a great week, man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thankful for my support system. You know what I'm saying? Such as yourself, such as the underground community who sent some love out to me. Of course, family, co-workers. You know, I'm just thankful, and we appreciate y'all all, man. From the Shaw family, we appreciate y'all again.
All day. All day again, man. My condolences. I haven't lost my father yet, but it's gonna be a time, man. I'm looking at my grandma. You know, she's 81, and man, when it get to them 80s, man, it get kind of shaky. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
So it's like when you left that day and you sent it to him, I'm like, oh man, we was just talking about it.
I'm talking about maybe minutes before.
Man.
You know, and I remember you come out like, man, you ain't gotta watch the car, man. It's okay, man. You can go to the crib. I was just sitting there.
Yeah.
I was attempting to watch the car, but I really couldn't say why I was sitting there. But I was sitting there a long time, right?
Yeah.
And you like, man, you can go on to the crib. Man, I get to the crib, me and my wife start to cook dinner, and my sister called. Like, hey, you got to get on over here. Yeah. You know, Dad had transitioned, you know, and being surrounded by family and love. Here, let me tell you the greatest moment of that day. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of people don't know about my dad. He was a PK, which means my grandfather was the Reverend Alonzo Shaw, Mount Olive Baptist Church on St. Louis Avenue. And we went all the way through the church service, so it's pretty much time to go. You know, the last part of church service is considered benediction. Mm-hmm. My bishop and my co-pastor, who are husband and wife, says, Brother Shaw, bring your wife up here to the pulpit to do the benediction. So I'm like, oh wow, okay. So we go up there, we do benediction. I come here, we do the podcast. I get home, I get the call, my dad passed. What's significant about this whole thing is that my bloodline started in the pulpit, and before my dad transitioned on the same day, his bloodline got invited back to the pulpit.
Nice. Yeah.
Ain't that crazy, man?
That's the Most High, bro.
Number 7 significantly is completion, as they say.
Ooh.
My dad passed at 7 o'clock. The day his bloodline got invited back to the pulpit. I said, man, the revelation in that is bigger than anything I can go through.
Yeah.
So I understand what my life was all about, returning that bloodline back to the pulpit. You know, and I even heard Tweezy say, man, if I come, it's going to be because you started your own church. I said, wow, Tweezy done put another piece of beef on my plate. But it's all good, man. If I could be part of that, man,
Please do.
it's all worth it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cass Ross say congrats to you, Daddy Rich. Keep going.
Oh,
up
man.
and
Love you,
filling
Cass. Love you, Cass, Raw.
all day, man. This week we focusing on a timeless question, man. I've been holding this in for a minute because I didn't really want to go there, but I am single now. The last relationship I was in is over. You know, I don't know if it's gonna come back or nothing, but that's not my mental right now. You know, because right now it's over. So, with that being said, man, I've been doing some thinking and then going through thinking about the actual reason that relationship has ended, like the real reason, all the shit that happened and all that. And I'm gonna say this. Cause I want to say this right. Cause I'm not on no blaming shit. But it was put out. It had something to do with so-called marriage. I personally think it was something else. Me personally, but it was when I asked the question, that was what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I don't want to get too much into that, but I am gonna talk about what's your standard of getting married.
My standard of getting married.
Well, this is general for right now. It's just general. Well, not general. This is me setting up the question. And marriage is one of the most significant life decisions, and we gonna break it down. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it.
Okay.
But with that question, cause I guess I gotta give you a little bit of it so you can understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
You know, there's pretty much the last couple of, and I already in the relationship I was in, we both was married when we met each other.
Okay.
I was on my way of getting divorced. We was already in the process of it, and we got divorced. So I'm no longer married.
Okay.
That's number one. Now, my partner at the time, she was still married, and her husband was, they wasn't together, but they were still married. And, I moved in and everything and all that while they were still married. I wasn't married no more. She was still married. So it was no talk about getting married for obvious reasons. Or So, the husband passed while we was together, and my thing was, you wasn't asking, when I was asking you to divorce, I shouldn't have to ask you this, but when I was asking for the divorce, it wasn't happening. And I get it's two people. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, what about me? I can't cry. That's my thing. I can't. It's two people. I want you to get divorced. It ain't happening. swallowed that because it's about love, supposedly. Swallowed that. All right. So the husband dies, and now all of a sudden, you want me. Now you pressing on me. So when you press on me, I tell my partner this: get his name, because my thing is you came to me talking all this this and this, and you pressing me, and I'm like, okay, all right, you want to press me? Get your maiden last name then, and I'll marry. I would do. You do that because I waited. If your husband wouldn't have died, I don't know if y'all would ever got divorced. Just honest. Mm-hmm. But I never mentioned that. I never said that. This is me being upfront right now, being honest. Never said that. Never pressured. I mentioned it. I shouldn't have to though, because we're together. You know what I'm saying? But husband passed away. I asked my partner to get your maiden name, because she brought up some stuff, man, that just made me feel some type of way about what she said. And I was just like, well, if you looking at it like that, then we shouldn't have got together. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We shouldn't have never got together if it was like what you thinking. We shouldn't have never did it. So years go by, and like I said, I want you to get your maiden name so we can start this off. Since you feel the way that you feel, so we can start this off right. Right?
Understood.
That never happened. Mm-hmm. That never happened. So come to the end of, like, recently, now you don't want to have sex until you're married. Mm-hmm. We not gonna have sex until we're married. You're not gonna have sex till you're married. Mm-hmm. That's a difference, right? Mm-hmm. Ain't it? If we together, that's a different saying. If you would have said we not gonna have sex until we're married, I would have probably thought a little different. But when you said I ain't having sex till I'm married to somebody you with, that kind of made me. And not only that, months before, shadiness, not coming over, not spending time with me. She done took this upon herself without telling me first, is what I'm saying. Until months later, I'm like, as a man who been with somebody for 7 years, I shouldn't have to ask you what's going on. And I did, though. That's a lie. I did not until we broke up. But my thing is, and y'all can just let me know, if you take it up on yourself without talking to me, you gone. If you can sit here and take it up on yourself to say that, but don't tell me, months go by, we ain't having sex, we ain't doing what we normally do, and when I'm the type of person I've been in relationships already, so it's like, I'm taking it, okay, if you ain't coming through, we ain't seen each other in months, we ain't spending no time, but y'all don't see none of this. Mm-hmm. You see us at the events like it's cool, and that's fake to me. You know what I'm saying? So, in my mind, I'm like, okay, if we gone for another month, I'm finna just break up with you, because I know it's something you ain't telling me. Why can't you talk to me? Mm. Why do I have to figure this out? You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I broke up with her the first time. We did the event, came back together, blah, blah, blah. She broke that promise during that time. And then, probably 3 weeks later, it's back to that. Mm. She acting funny. Then I'm like, okay, should I come to you? Because now I'm pressing. Because I'm like, hey, I need some loving. I need some blah, blah, blah. and she ain't giving me no answers. I'm like, so should I not come to you with my sexual needs? I ain't getting married. I ain't having sex till I get married. All right, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about the sex. To an extent it is, because you're using sex as a power thing now. You get what I'm saying? Now you're using sex for power. Because now, to me, if I have to say that to you, we're over. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been together for 7 years, and this is what you're saying now, that means we are over. You telling me this, but you're doing it passive aggressively. Instead of being a woman and just say, I don't want to be with you no more. Because you haven't did whatever you had to do to marry me. But that happened, and then, I had to straight, I was trying to be cordial and be cool, because, we got Thanksgiving was there. I cooked for the kids and all that. So I'm trying to be, I say strong and understanding. But I just had to ask him, like, so why you all of a sudden don't want to have sex until you marry? And she told me that, well, it really wasn't all out of a sudden. I've been telling you this for a year. So I thought it was time. And I'm like, did you get I said, your last name still, whatever, I ain't gonna say it out loud, but your last name still that. And you know what she told me? Don't do this. I'm good. I said, I'm good too, but I'm just trying to verify, because I know I asked for something first when it came to us getting married, right? I'm just saying. So she didn't answer that. She didn't answer it, which she answered it by not answering. You know what I'm saying? So I just told her like this. I just said goodbye and say and stay blessed, because you gone already. You know what I'm saying? You could have just broke up with me and moved the fuck on somewhere, instead of playing with my emotions and the passive aggressive shit. It sucks, because people don't want to tell you. As you can see, I'm a straightforward person. Maybe the fault sometimes, but at least you'll know. My partner wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You will hold these things in, and then you won't tell me how you really feel, and then you're faking in front of everybody like it's 100 when it ain't. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where my mental at. The 7 years, I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't regret none of it. I don't regret none of it. But what I am gonna tell people is this: I am very disappointed in me taking it. I'm very disappointed that I didn't follow my intuition, because it was one thing to